All right, let's dive into one of the most crucial rules in all of good design, visibility of system status. It's really all about why clear, constant feedback is the secret sauce to making technology feel a whole lot less frustrating and, a lot more human.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You hit submit or buy now or maybe just a simple link, and then crickets. You're just staring at the screen and it's met with absolute silence. No loading icon, no change, nothing. And in that tiny little pause, your brain just starts spinning. Did my click even register? Is my Wi-Fi out? Should I click it again, like 10 more times? That little moment of doubt, that micro-anxiety, well, that's exactly what we're tackling today. It seems like a small thing, but it points to a massive design principle. So what is this system status thing anyway? At its heart, it's the big idea behind creating designs that are predictable and, honestly, just transparent.
So this is the official definition from Jakob Nielsen's very first usability heuristic, and it's number one for a reason. The idea is actually super simple, but so powerful. A system should always tell you what it's doing. No secrets, no guessing games, just clear, constant communication.
And why does that matter so much? Well, because it puts you, the user, back in the driver's seat. When you know for sure the system is processing your payment or uploading your photo, you can relax and confidently figure out what to do next.
Ultimately, this isn't just about making things less annoying. It's way deeper than that. It's about building trust. Think about it. When an app consistently tells you what's going on, you learn to rely on it. That predictability builds this sense of confidence, not just in that one little product, but in the entire brand behind it.
To really get this, let's actually step away from the screen for a second and look at some guidance from the real world. Turns out, this is a principle we've been using for a very, very long time. Just picture a classic mall map. Can you imagine trying to use it without that big red star that says you are here? It'd be almost useless, wouldn't it? Knowing your current location, your current status, is the only thing that makes it possible to figure out your path forward. Okay, so let's bring that same idea into the digital world. And the truth is, once you start looking for this kind of guidance, you'll see these digital "you are here" signs absolutely everywhere.
Think about the last time you bought something online. A good checkout process will have a progress bar just like this one. It's acting as your digital signpost, showing you, hey, you finished the shipping info, now you're on payment, and the final review is just one step away. It totally manages your expectations and makes it way less likely you'll get confused and just give up.
But this kind of feedback isn't just for big, long processes. It happens in microseconds, with every single tiny interaction we have with our phones and computers.
You know when you tap an app icon and it might subtly flash or you feel a tiny little buzz? That's not just for show. That visual or haptic feedback is the system instantly saying, yep, got it, registered your touch. It's this constant, super fast, reassuring conversation happening between you and your device.
So how do we actually do this well? How do we put this principle into practice? Well, it all really comes down to following a few simple rules of trust. It pretty much boils down to these three core tips. First, communicate clearly. Don't use confusing jargon. Second, give that feedback instantly, so the user never ever has to guess. And finally, build that trust by keeping the lines of communication open and continuous.
So if you take just one thing away from this explainer, let it be this. Visibility of system status, it's not a feature you add on at the end. It is the conversation. It's how a digital product speaks respectfully to its user. It's a dialogue that turns confusion into clarity and anxiety into genuine confidence.
And I'll leave you with this question. As you go about your day using your phone, your laptop, from the loading bars to the message sent check marks, just notice how often you see this principle in action. I think you'll start to get a real feel for which products are having a good conversation with you and which ones are just leaving you in silence.